This is Attorney Eric Guster. Let's talk about the Donald Trump executive orders that he signed February 9th, 2017. MSNBC, CNN, Fox, they're all talking about a travel ban, but this executive order is scary, and I'm going to talk about that right now. I'm going to give you the 3 facts you need to know about Trump's executive orders dealing with law enforcement. As many of you know, I'm a legal analyst and political analyst with CNN, Fox News, and MSNBC. I do these videos along with Calvin, my editor, because we want you to understand what's going on. The Trump administration, they're firing off executive orders over and over and over and keeping people confused. There's so much noise that we cut through all of that to get this information to you because these are trying times. And again, this is the scariest one I have read so far. And we're going to talk about that. Here are your 3 facts. Fact number 1. President Trump signed an executive order asking Attorney General Sessions to use federal laws to prosecute individuals who commit or attempt to commit crimes of violence against police. Attempt violent crimes. Federal laws. Federal laws. They have put in the hands of Bubba the cop or the cop who should not even have a badge the power to utilize federal laws. That is what Trump is asking the AG to do. He's asking them to utilize federal laws for an attempt to harm a police officer. Attempt. Not even you shot him, an attempt. And let me give you a violent crime attempt. Resisting arrest. But what happens when we talk about protests and someone is resisting arrest? Trump wants them to have the ability to file a federal case against someone. That should scare you. That should frighten you because it scares the hell out of me on this one. Because this is serious. This is one of the most major attacks I have seen come from the Oval Office since Reagan and Nixon. Fact number 2. These executive orders will target poor communities and people of color.
We were all disturbed by the images that we saw. We must discuss as well the ongoing catastrophe of crime in our inner cities. Our inner cities are rife with crime.
Trump ran his campaign as a law and order candidate, just like Nixon did. Nixon ran ads like this.
In recent years, crime in this country has grown 9 times as fast as population. At the current rate, the crimes of violence in America will double by 1972. We cannot accept that kind of future for America.
Now he's using the power of his executive orders to target these communities of color and poor communities. And I stand by that statement because this reminds me so much of when Richard Nixon used it, and then later on his administrators admitted to it, admitted that they were targeting hippies and people of color. That was their target, and they did it with federal laws. This is our reality. This is our civil rights struggle. That's why we have to get this information to you. Trump will likely use this to even come after protesters. Remember when Donald Trump spoke out against protesters and even encouraged violence against his protesters?
If you see somebody getting ready to throw a tomato, knock the crap out of them, would you? Seriously. Okay? Just knock the hell. I promise you, I will pay for the legal fees, I promise. I love the old days. You know what they used to do to guys like that when they were in a place like this? They'd be carried out on a stretcher, folks.
See, that's what Trump is about. If anyone goes against him, then they're a target. And that's what he's doing with these types of laws. He's trying to target people of color, target minorities, target poor people. We are in the new civil rights struggle. It's happening right now, today. Fact number 3. President Trump's appointment of Attorney General Jeff Sessions is scary. Trump has his pick of Attorney General. Jeff Sessions, when he was working to become a federal judge, he was nominated to become a federal judge. Coretta Scott King wrote a letter telling the Senate do not vote for Jeff Sessions. In Coretta Scott King's letter, she wrote this very powerful line that's so important to us today. Mr. Sessions has used the awesome powers of his office in a shabby attempt to intimidate and frighten elderly black voters. Coretta Scott King, one of the mothers of the civil rights movement, wrote a letter against the nomination of Jeff Sessions. She stated that he used his office against black voters. Trump has this man as Attorney General. We have to watch every single thing that he does, and we're going to hold him accountable for every single thing that he does. Thank you for watching. These are the 3 facts you need to know about Trump's executive orders in reference to law and order. If you've learned something from this video, please make sure you share it, like it, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We'll have more videos coming in the next few days.